Hello! Welcome back to my vlog channel. It has been a very long time since I have actually sat down and vlogged for this camera, and today's vlog is going to be a little bit different because, as you can see, the last vlog that I posted is from May, and December is literally this Saturday coming up, and I want to do Vlogmas, and there's no physical way possible for me to edit May through November in that amount of time and give proper explanation to everything. And it's just, I started freaking out the other day because I really want to do Vlogmas, and it's almost the end of the year, and I feel like this whole entire year has been such a mess. So I was like, what's a good solution, because I can't not post this because vlogs are seriously my favorite, and if I didn't post or make a compilation of the whole entire 2018 at some point, I would be very sad and I would regret it. So I came up with the idea to just go through all of the footage that I have, mark down the highlights from this year, and at the end of the video I'm going to do a montage, no dates, because that takes 5 freaking hours alone, because every single date and number change you see I do manually. But yeah, it's gonna be different, but this is what we're going to do today because I'm determined to do Vlogmas. So without further ado, let's begin. We are going to start off with May 19th, which was the day that Laura and Charlotte and I went to the Taylor Swift concert. I'd never been to a Taylor Swift concert before. I had listened to her music ever since high school, on and off. When I actually got there, it was such a good experience, and she put on such an amazing show, and she freaking brought out Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is my freaking favorite. I died. I screamed so hard and my throat was sore the next day because I was just so excited. But she put on a really good show, and I'm glad I got to see it with Charlotte and Laura. And then the next day we went to Heritage of Aloha. This was a little festival of Polynesian things, and it was my first performance ever doing Tahitian dance. It was a little tiny snippet of something. I only performed one of the dances. It was tavake. I was in the back kind of ish, so I wasn't in the front, so it was very low pressure, but it was the first time that I unbraided my hair, and I put in the extensions with the puffiness and got to wear my costume and all that stuff. So it was a good taste of what was to come in Summerland in June, the next month. On June 7th, me and the Taco Bell design team whole department went to Be on the Streets. I think it was in LA, and it was basically a museum of all of the street art, and it was so cool. You first walk in and you think that, oh cool, this is it, but then you keep walking and there's more and more and more and more and more and more. There's just so much stuff, and everything looks so cool, and they curated it well together, and they had different sections for different things. They had a car that was cut in half. I don't know, it was just really cool, and it was a good experience to go, so I'm glad that we all got to see all of that cool stuff. The next event is Summerland. This was on June 9th, and I was freaking so scared because I was really excited for it, but then I got put in the front for most of the dances, and it was my very first performance. Every time we were about to go on, I got really nervous because I knew I was going to be in the front, and I don't like attention. I was cool, I'm in the front, but then I was crap, I'm in the front. So yeah, but it was a really good experience to be there with everyone and get ready with everyone. It was like Heritage of Aloha, but much bigger, and it was really cool to see everything. Moya, my drum teacher's little girl, did her solo, and it was so cute. And then we watched the Samoan section, and it was just great. I got to drum in the beginner section during intermission, so that was fun too. And yeah, I don't know, it was just a good experience. And afterwards we ate with everybody. Laura was there, Charlotte was there, Lauren, Leo, and then my family and everybody. So it was a good experience, and I'm happy we got to do it. And I got to dance with my sister for the first time. I always watched her in the shows, and this was the first time I got to. I watched her for 6 shows, I think, in a row. And the 7th, we got to dance together. Whew. So exciting. Then on June 17th, it was Father's Day. We ended up celebrating at the bowling alley, so we all went bowling together. My sister and I were goofing off and doing fun stuff, and then we went home back to the house, and then my sister and I were goofing off again. So yeah. So also this year, something big that happened was that Corky and Melissa, you've probably seen them in a lot of my vlogs. They've been together for over 6 years now, and Corky told Leo that he was gonna propose to Melissa, and then we started freaking out. We went to dinner the day before he was gonna go to Warped Tour with her and ask her, because they met at Warped Tour, and it was 6 years later, their anniversary, whatever. But yeah, Corky proposed, and then he sent us a picture, and then we all went out to eat at In-N-Out to celebrate that that night. Later on, we went to an official like engagement dinner type situation where it was like more formal, and yeah, so that was that. They got engaged. I got to go on June 23rd to my friend Lauren, or Lo. I call her Lo because I already have a friend named Lauren, so Lo. From dance, her birthday. It was really fun. It was like luau themed, and my mom gave me like a plumeria to wear in my hair. She had like all of these tables outside, and then in her garage she had like a little dance party type situation. But yeah, I always feel awkward. I don't like to dance, but they were being like silly, weird, and fun. Like, I don't know, they're just such fun people, and it was just a good time. I really liked it, and I'm so happy that I became friends with them this year, because I feel like a lot of the friends that I have had are because of Leo, like they're Leo's friends. So anyways, I'm so happy I met them, and it was a fun night. I also taught Tunes to do some tricks. She knows sit, stay, come, and high five. I'm so proud of her. Also on June 29th, I went to a competition. I was going to buy a drum, but they ended up not having any drums there. I watched a few people from 𝚜𝚘𝚌𝚒𝚗𝚒 compete, and then afterwards we went to the beach. We had a beach day where we ate s'mores and did all that fun stuff, and it was a good time. Then on the 30th, George had his baby shower. So we went to his baby shower, and they played baby shower games, and George is a dad. Now we're heading into July. This is July 2nd. For RJ's birthday, we ended up going to Universal Studios. I haven't gone to Universal Studios in a very long time. I think it was a very long time, like years and years and years and years ago was the last time I went. And it was really cool because they had new stuff there, and we went on lots of rides. Oh, and I went to Harry Potter Land. I was so excited. I've always wanted to go. So yeah, it was a good time. Happy birthday to RJ. Then on July 13th through 15th, we went up north to celebrate my cousin's wedding, Austin. The first day we flew in, we went to Mel's Diner, and then we ended up going to my cousin Marie's studio because she owns a Tahitian dance studio. So she gave us basically a private lesson, me and my sister. It was such a good experience to be there with my sister and my family, and with my cousin that I never get to see ever really, and get to share something with her that we all love. So it was a really good experience, and I'm so grateful for it. Then came the day of the wedding. Austin had it at this amazing freaking like mansion type situation. It was like an older looking building, but I wasn't creeped out by it, which was weird. The garden area where the ceremony took place was beautiful, and like the backyard was beautiful, and just everything was beautiful. I got to see a lot of our cousins there, and it was just a good time. I can't believe little tiny Austin is married. Now he is a husband. So weird. And then on July 20th, I had my last day with my car. I think it was my last day. That's when I put the last bit of gas into it, I think. I just had a moment. And then on July 23rd, I got my new car. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have the Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, and I wanted that one specifically because it has the panoramic sunroof type situation, and it's white and beige. You don't know how hard it was to find a Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited with the panoramic sunroof, the features I wanted, with white exterior and beige interior. It was very difficult, and I ended up having it transported from Mississippi to California. I'm still obsessed with it. It's my baby. Then I went to an event with Nika, and then Nika brought Kenny, and then we got little goodies here and there. It's raining! Yeah! We went to In-N-Out, and then I had somi for the first time. Freaking amazing. And then in August, it was so weird. I think it was within 1 week. I had one guy come up to me. It turns out that his friend named Tiffany is a fan and knows I worked at Taco Bell. So he asked if I could do like a little shout out video type situation to her. And then afterwards, like a week later, my coworker Ricky came up to me and said that his friend realized that I work at Taco Bell headquarters, and he said that she was asking for an autograph. So I ended up writing her a little letter who watched my video. So if you're watching this video, hello. I hope you enjoyed the letter and the little shout out. Then on August 5th, we went to the concert on the lake. They have this every Sunday in August, but I've never been to one, so this was my first one. I think it was 60s through 70s music. The sunset was beautiful, and my mom was adorable, and Charlie was so cute, and my dad and Uncle Jim were being pals, and it was just a good time. On the 12th of August, it started out with Matt's birthday party. We ended up going kayaking. We kayaked through these little canals and alleyways and stuff like that, and it was fun. And then we went to go eat. I had the Beyond Burger, which is the one that's like made of all plant stuff, but it tastes like meat. It's so weird. After that, I drove to San Diego, where I stayed the night there, and then the next morning I drummed at 𝚘𝚘𝚍𝚕 San Diego, which is a competition. So it was the first time I got to play the 𝚘𝚘𝚍𝚕, which is the tall standing drum with all the drummers, and it was a fun time. It was very tiring. Literally stood for over 8 hours, and I'm short, so I usually tippy toe. So when I was drumming and tippy-toeing, I was just in pain, man. And then like it takes a lot of effort here, so you feel it in your chest and also here. And I was so sore here like the next day, and I couldn't figure out why. It's because you're exerting the energy from here, and so you just get a really sore back. But other than that, it was really fun. Then on the 22nd of August, we had Battle of the Bands. This was 3 months in the making, and it was just this big presentation of type experience situation. And so I built out this huge freaking like long set thingy. It took forever. There had animations in it, and it was just like a lot of coordinating together. We all made it work. We didn't win, but it was really fun to get everyone together and, you know, little skit things, and yeah, it was a good time. Then on the 25th of August, I gave my car, well, I didn't give it, I sold it to Leo's little sister, Karen. We ended up going to Olive Garden together, and I didn't tell her that I was going to bring the car. She thought she was gonna get it the next day. So Leo and I thought we would surprise her, even though she couldn't drive it home because she didn't have her license yet. So I drove my car there, and then Leo drove my Jeep there. And then we were like, oh, you wanna see my car? And then they passed by my old car, and they're like, hey, look, it's your car. And I just dangled the keys, and then she started crying. It was so cute. But yes, Karen, I hope you're enjoying your car. I'm glad it's staying within, you know, this little family type situation. So yeah. Then on the 26th, I drummed again at another competition. This one was called 𝚕𝚘𝚌𝚒𝚘𝚜. It was much closer than San Diego, and my shoulders were sore again, and my hands were dying. And Lo brought the drummers ice packs for the hands and water bottles, and it was really sweet. So it was a good time. Then on the 31st of August, Alita turned 102 years old. My grandma is 102 years old. She is the cutest little thing, and she is 102, and she is just now starting to do the thing where she forgets things at 102. She is a century and 2 years old. That's crazy. Then on September 1st, we threw a pool party, and it was so freaking fun. So we had lots of people come over, and then we had some of the dance people come too, and then some drummers, and then so we were drumming outside, and people were in the pool. Got to see Nika. I got to see like lots of people, Charlotte, Laura, everybody. Yeah, it was just a good night. It was a good time, a good pool party, successful. Then we threw a birthday party for me. The first day was a little bowling type experience, and then we went back to our place, and then we just did, you know, normal game night. Then the next day was George's actual birthday, so we went to his parents' house and we got to see his baby. And then the next day, I celebrated my birthday with my family. We went to Cheesecake Factory, and my mom got me this huge tiramisu cheesecake, my freaking favorite. It was amazing. Thanks, Mom. And then the next day was work, so I celebrated my birthday at work. They gave me a Starbucks gift card, so that was a plus, but my birthday was a Monday at work, so nothing exciting. And then Leo and I celebrated our 6-year anniversary on September 14th. We didn't do anything exciting because it was a weekday, but we ended up getting Chick-fil-A, and that's all that matters. Then on the 20th, the cutest freaking thing, my teacher Tiana, her mom, we call her Auntie Ricky, she said that it was a tradition that every September they play that one song, crap, what's it called? And then we all got up and were singing it. It was the freaking cutest thing because everyone was dancing, having a good time. This is the clip. I love it so much. And then from September 22 through September 26, we went to FranMac. It was my 4th FranMac at Taco Bell. Basically, the 4th FranMac that I went to is the biggest convention at Taco Bell for the franchisees. First one was in Las Vegas, and this one was Las Vegas, so it kind of came full circle. It was hectic. It was just not as well planned, and it didn't go as smoothly as most, but we worked together and we made it work. It was pretty stressful, but it was really cool. It's always really cool to see it come together, and then working with them is really fun. And then at the end, we watched Imagine Dragons, so it was good. It was a good time. Then on the 30th of September, I cleaned out all of my clothes. I organized all of them to sell them. I literally have like boxes this tall and this big full of clothes, 4 of them. So I need to figure out what to do with them. That's too many to sell on Poshmark. But I ended up finding some of my school projects and like some memories from years ago. So that was cool. This is a logo that I did and it's really, really ugly. And at that time, my teacher praised it. And now I am questioning why, because it was pretty ugly. It's really bad. Then on October 5th, Leo and I went to San Diego and we swam with freaking otters. We went to Nurtured by Nature and I thought we were just gonna swim with otters, but they had like a whole entire interactive zoo where you could pet and hold animals. It was a dream come true. It was freaking amazing. It was the best thing that I've ever done. We got to pet a sloth. We got to hold animals. We got to play with 6-month-old baby otters. Oh yeah, we pet kangaroos. We fed them a porcupine. Porcupines are huge. They're very large. We got to feed one. And a lemur. We got to feed and touch a lemur. The lemur was so soft. And then at the end of the day, we got to sit in the big jacuzzi thing, and then the otters climbed all over us and it was amazing. And I would go back again even though it's very expensive. So worth it. Then on October 6th, we went to a party at my drum teacher's house. It was just a thank you for all the drumming that we had done at the competition. Yeah, he cooked a lot of food, most of which I couldn't eat because I'm vegetarian. Just a lot of barbecue stuff. That's how it went. But it was fun. It was really fun. And then on October 8th, Nick and I went to Hawaii. My first trip with just a gal pal. Usually I'll go with like family or Leo or with work, but this time it was just with a gal pal. And then it ended up like my family met up with us later, like a few days later in, but yeah, it was a great time. I'm going to have a whole vlog that's gonna go up in 2019 because I have a main channel video that I want to put out, but that'll be in 2019. So once I put up the main channel video, I'll put up the vlog. It was a great time. I love Hawaii. It's so beautiful. We stayed on Oahu where, you know, there's the city life, and then there's also like North Shore where it's just beautiful. So it was a good time. I'm glad I got to hang out with Nika because it was a great trip and she's a great pal. Then on October 26th, we celebrated Aaron's birthday party. We went to a Thai place. One of my favorite Thai places that I've ever been to. Is delicious. And then afterwards, we went to a bar because she wanted to drink a little bit. And then she was very funny. She was telling us about Jumbo Jr. She had a little Tsum Tsum. She randomly pulled it out. I was like, why do you have a Tsum Tsum right now? And like 5 minutes later, I was like, hey Aaron, do you happen to have a Tsum Tsum? And then she was like, I do! It was funny. It was a good time. And then on the 31st, it was Halloween. Halloween at work is a big deal, and we did not win last time, so I spent 2 weeks prior to this at work, and it was very stressful because I feel like I was kind of alone on making this like video, and the whole situation was riding on this video, so I basically felt pressured, and there was meetings going on at the same time, but the video turned out good, and I was excited about it. So it all went well. The girls dressed up as sailors, the dudes dressed up as Cher. It was amazing to see all of that come together. It was really funny. And then on November 6th, I got to vote. So they gave us a little bit time before going into work, do your thing and vote. So I filled out everything, made sure I researched, and I dropped it into the box. Then the last thing I'm gonna talk about is the winter show. That happened on November 17th, and that was like the final of the whole entire 2 semesters. So it was basically a year of dancing with Nonosina. And this time I got put in the front again and I messed up again, but it was okay. I feel like some improvement that was noticeable, so that was good. Yeah, again, it was just a very good experience. It was really fun to get ready with all the girls, and I got to drum in the beginner section like last time, but now I'm also in the advanced team, so I got to drum throughout the whole entire show. So I was like drumming, and then I would run onto stage, and then I'd finish doing my dance, go right back to drumming. It was a fun time. It was really good. I'm very thankful for noticing because I just love it there. It feels like so good to be there, and like everybody there is great, and my teacher is great. Like all my teachers are great, and the friends, and everyone just treats you like family, and it just feels very good to be there. And the stuff they teach you, like keeping the culture alive and all of that stuff, it's a really good environment to be in, and I wouldn't have changed it. But yeah, those were the main highlights for May 2018 to November 2018. And now I'm gonna play a little montage of the little things that weren't highlights, but I did enjoy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And roll the montage.
Queen's quaff or thick.
She's too busy.
Open up! Start a line! Wait a minute.
have to smell it. I bet she did. Good girl. Now it's good. Have a blessed day.
He let me keep one of the drumsticks. I think he made this one.
Like shaft.
Trap?
Birthday to you.
Not tall.
And not tall.
Turn left.
Here?
Tahitian dance is a cultural art form from Polynesia. I think first off, we gotta say thank you to Tiana for bringing Tahitian dance.
Only Gianna, I don't choreograph Moana, only Gianna will know. Yes, she deserves that round of applause. Only Gianna will know if the technique was right. All I can say is, the hips don't lie.
The separation from my grams is actually really
But putting up this shelf took a very long time. It wasn't a fun process at all.
I forget where it's from. It was from a random ad on Instagram. But it's candy corn. Yeah. And then my boots from Urban. That's all. Freaking fall!
This is the thing I made. Yeah, I drew it and I think it's cute.
Hey, pumpkin.
My nose.
Scarecrow, and wow, this is really bad. So I have the flannel. Leo bought this, shorts, and then boots. Long and dark now. I know it wasn't a regular vlog, but I really wanted to put this together so that I had something to look back on as a whole. But yeah, anyways, that is all. And I will see you in December for frickin' Vlogmas. I'm so excited. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in Vlogmas. Bye.